Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be going over and showing you how to install the Roadmaster Nighthawk all-terrain tow bar here on our 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. So the Roadmaster Nighthawk is a premium tow bar option, perhaps one of the best options on the market. So for starters, it has an 8,000 pound weight capacity, which is going to be perfect for the vast majority of vehicles that are being towed behind your motorhome. For some of those larger half-ton, three-quarter-ton, or even one-ton trucks, that's when you may want to look at an upgraded option. But for anything else under that, this Nighthawk here is going to be a great choice. So some of the most notable features of the Nighthawk, number one, you can see we have an LED light strip on the outside of each of our arms. So this is actually going to be illuminated with our taillight circuit and basically just giving us greater visibility when we're out on the road. Now it's a little hard to see, but on the bottom of our tow bar arms, we actually have two channels. One channel that allows us to route our safety cables through there, and another channel that allows us to route our umbilical cord through there. Now, routing it underneath the bar not only keeps everything in one convenient package, it's also going to help protect it from damage so it doesn't fall down and get scraped when we're driving down the road. So working our way back from the end of the tow bar here, we have our release levers. So what these allow us to do is, after we get done towing for the day, we arrive at the campground and we're ready to unhook the Jeep because we want to head into town. Chances are your arms are already going to be locked out and they're going to be kind of hard to just remove them. Sometimes you just can't always pull out that pin, and that's usually because the Jeep and the motorhome aren't perfectly level. So what Roadmaster's done to sort of get around this is they have this little release lever here, which is going to break the tension free from the bars. And by breaking the tension free, it's going to allow you to much more easily pull out this pin, even if the Jeep and the motorhome aren't completely level. Which brings me to my next point, how easy it is to install and remove the tow bar. So you can see here, we have a little linch pin. You just simply pull that clip up, pull the pin out, and then we'll slide this pin out. And again, if yours is too tough to remove, make sure you utilize the release lever built into the tow bar. And then we'll just simply pull that pin out, and then you can lift the arms out from the base plate. Then you would just simply unhook the rest of your accessories there, and then this actually gets stowed on the motorhome, which we'll show you a little bit here in a second. So when we are ready to unhook the tow bar, as we said, it's super easy. We just simply pull that pin out, release it here. You'll let your tow bar arm drop to the ground there, and then we have several other connections here. So we have the safety cables, the electrical connector. You want to make sure that you pull that by these two tabs here, not the actual wire. And then depending on what breakaway system you have, or what braking system you have, we have Air Force One here. So we have this jumper for the umbilical. We have our breakaway system. And then we're pretty much just going to repeat that same thing over here on this side. So safety cables, undo the pin and clip here. And now I'm going to actually hold on to the tow bar arms because I don't want them to drop down too much and cause damage. So just something to keep in mind. You're probably not going to hurt it functionality wise, but you can sort of scratch the paint, and that may or may not be important to you. But now we're going to grab both of our tow bar arms here, and you're going to notice a large bolt on the top of the tow bar. So this is actually going to line up with a keeper here, which is attached to the shank, and this is actually our storage mechanism. So just lift it straight back, and you should see that thing sort of just click into place just like that. And now what we can do is we can actually just collapse the arm into one another, and then we can actually just tilt this to either side. It doesn't matter which. So now we could just easily run into town with our Jeep there. We could just leave everything hooked up to the motorhome. Now, one thing I will say is that if you're going to leave your expensive tow bar hooked up to the motorhome when you're not going to be there, I would recommend some locking hitch pins just to keep everything nice and secure. You don't have to worry about someone running off with it. So one thing you guys need to make note of with your tow bar here, it needs to be within 3 inches of level. Now, what I mean by this is the distance from the ground to the center of the hitch on the motorhome needs to be within 3 inches from the distance to the ground to the center of the base plate kit here on your Jeep. So if it's not, you can purchase a high-low adapter here at eTrailer, depending on if you need a rise or a drop. So in regards to compatibility, our tow bar here is going to work with either set of the Roadmaster base plates that you have for your Jeep here, whether that be the crossbar style or the quick disconnect. Now keep in mind, if you have the crossbar style, you will need that additional quick disconnect bar. Now if you have a base plate kit from any other manufacturer such as Demco or Blue Ox, you can still use this tow bar, but you will need an adapter, which we do sell here at eTrailer. And that's going to do it today for our look and installation of the Roadmaster Nighthawk all-terrain tow bar here on our 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited.